Well, hey there, rock stars. Sarah Rockin' Robbins here, coming to you live for a fun, fast, free prospecting tip of the day. As we get started, say hey, and I will share with you a little bit about who I am and, of course, who's going to be sharing with you today. I am Sarah Robbins, former kindergarten teacher turned network marketing top leader. Together with our team, we do over $1 billion in sales every single year. And I do share my best practices in my best-selling book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business. I am also a coach inside of the most supportive, collaborative community in the industry called the Network Marketing Inner Circle, where we meet weekly for best practices to help you to build the business of your dreams. Today, we are going to be talking about conversation starters, my top 2 ways to talk to people about my business without salesy pitches or scripts. Does that interest you guys today? Well, on to today's free training tip. And before I do it, just really quickly want to remind you that starting on Monday, we're going to be doing a free 3-day business building boot camp that you can find out more about at rockyourbusinesschallenge.com. But if you like what you learned today, you are going to love this. It's totally free. All companies are welcome. During 3 days, we're going to be helping you to generate new leads for your business in less than 3 days. And this challenge is going to be all focused on recruiting. So make sure you check it out. All right, on to today's free tip. We're going to be talking about conversation starters, my favorite 2 ways to talk to people about my business without spamming people and without using salesy scripts. Okay. 2 ways. Number 1 is going to be the compliment, question, connection approach. So write down compliment, question, connection. And the next way is going to be commonality, connection. Commonality and connection. Okay, we're going to talk to you about how to do this online and offline. And here's the cool thing today in a cold market. Okay, so here we go. People you don't know. First and foremost, let's talk about in person, how to connect with somebody that maybe you don't know without approaching them about your business or your product or becoming an alien, right? The blood rushes to the front of your brain. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, what do I even say to this person? All right, very simple. I want you to think about it this way. You're always in the business of just networking and making new connections. Take the pressure off while prospecting. Don't go in thinking, oh gosh, I've got to share with them more about my business. So here's how you do that. Paying a genuine compliment to somebody. I love your bag, or your kids are so well behaved, or great hair color. I absolutely love it. Where do you get your hair done? And then turning it into a question. So quickly following up with a question to get into conversation. Think about Oprah, Larry King, the king of questions, right? They built their living on questions. When you think about this, the number 1 thing people love to talk about is themselves. And the easiest thing that we can do when we network is ask a lot of questions. So, love your bag. Where'd you get it? Love your hair color. Who does it? Okay. Your kids are so adorable. They're so precious. How old are they? So starting these conversations with people and then staying in conversation by just asking questions. You've got to get great at networking with people. So compliment, question, and then before you leave, or even leave the line, let's say, you make a connection. So how do you do that? Very simple. 2 ways. One is through a sample. Another is, if you don't have a sample, through social. Okay, so the connection is through sample or social. If you have a sample, you could say something like, hey, I've loved connecting with you today. Wanted to leave you with this little gift. Have you heard of company XYZ before? And share with them what it is, what it does, and say, if you promise me you'll use it, I promise you I'll follow up and stay in touch. Let's connect on social. Notice I don't ask permission-based questions like can we or who, like, really getting into it. It's, hey, assumptive. Let's connect on social. Now, let's say you don't have a sample, which, by the way, later you're going to follow up on. If you don't have a sample, you can simply say at the end of the conversation, I've loved connecting. Let's stay in touch. Are you on social? And make that connection. And then just continue that relationship. Keep making that connection on social until eventually the business comes up. Now, you may be wondering, how do I weave in the business? That's why I suggest that you register for our challenge that's starting next week. This one is focused all on recruiting, all on team building, both online and off. It's all new training. I've never done it before. So if you've been a part of our challenges in the past, make sure you register for this one at rockyourbusinesschallenge.com. Even if you registered in the past, you have to register for this new round rockyourbusinesschallenge.com, so you'll make sure that you get the links for this challenge sent. Okay, so we're going to talk about like where do you take it from there, okay? So next, what about networking with other professionals, right? You could do this online, like Facebook groups. You could do LinkedIn. You could even search hashtags, like finding people, like let's say you sell skincare and you search the hashtag esthetician or skincare. You find other people in kind of, the skincare world, not other network marketers, but, maybe estheticians who work on skin. Let's say that you're in, you sell weight loss and you start searching the hashtag weight loss nutrition and you find other personal trainers, weight loss coaches, etc. You can do that on LinkedIn. You can do that Facebook groups. Guys, you can even collect business cards at coffee shops, okay? I want to tell you a really quick story of somebody who did this to me. Kathleen, who's the cookie lady. Kathleen owned a cookie shop. And she somehow found my information, possibly from a business card that I left on a bulletin board, and reached out to me, had a commonality, reason to connect. She said, what do we have in common? The color blue on your website. She said, I'm a small business owner in the area. I'm looking to connect with other small business owners. Would you be willing to meet for coffee? We sat down. I said, how can I support you and serve you? She asked me the same. I shared with her my why I joined, my what we were doing, and the who I was looking for, and she said me. She joined me in the business. So here's the thing. How do you reach out to people that you'd like to network with, whether online or off? Commonality, connection. So find a commonality. Hey, I'm looking to network with other skincare specialists in the area, small business owners, female entrepreneurs, etc. Could we meet? I'll treat you to coffee and see how we can help one another grow. Or you could do a virtual coffee, a little Starbucks e-card, $5. You're a star, here's some bucks. Thanks for keeping my business brewing. Send a little e-card through the app, right? The goal is, whether you FaceTime or you meet for coffee, to make that connection, to share more about your why and the what it is you're doing, and the who. Who are you looking for? People to join the business and get these results, people to try the product and get these benefits, and say, who do you know it could be great for? They might be like Kathleen and identify themselves, or lead you to some great referrals and connections as well. Okay, so again, we're going to talk about more ways to generate leads online and off, and then where do you take the conversation from there? How do you get them out of your funnel and into your business? I'm going to be sharing my entire prospecting process on our 3-day business building bootcamp. This is the newest training I've done, so nothing that you've had access to before if you've seen me train in the past. It's going to be absolutely incredible. My prospecting process from conversation to close. We're going to talk about ways to engage new people, both online and off. So day 1, we're going to be talking about places to prospect, online and off. If you like the hashtag idea, the idea of kind of getting into LinkedIn and some groups, etc. I'm going to share with you how I became the #1 recruiter in my company and stayed there every year for 15 years and never run out of leads. And by the way, all of my top leaders are not people I approached in the business. They all came to me. And I'll tell you exactly how. Day 2, we're going to be talking about conversation starters, prospecting language, more language like this, but again, taking it from conversation all the way through the closing prospect. No spammy scripts, none, I promise. Day 3 is my favorite. I specialize. What we do in the Network Marketing Inner Circle is my system for network marketing success using social media. I'm going to share with you the latest social media strategy, what's new and working today, because Instagram and Facebook, it changes by the month, to generate new leads for your business in 3 days or less. Do you guys want to be a part of it? Let me know. And if so, make sure you register for this round. Even if you register for a previous challenge, this is our 3-day business building bootcamp. If you've not yet registered for the bootcamp that starts Monday, go to rockyourbusinesschallenge.com. So what's next? Number 1, tag your team. The more who know, the greater your team will grow. You want them there. And number 2, better yet, share the video with them. All right, let me know in the comments below if you're going to be there and who enjoyed today's free tip. 2 conversation starters that you can use today to help you rock your network marketing business. Hope to see you there, guys. Have a great day. God bless. Goodbye for now. And rock on, rock stars. We'll see you real soon.